Dosto, have you ever wondered the big companies like Nestle, Apple, BMW, Mercedes, what powers these big companies? How they run their business across the globe? What are the tools they use? What kind of software they use it? And you would be wondered, you take name of any Fortune 500 companies, 9 out of 10 Fortune 500 companies are using SAP. SAP is a software which powers these companies, which connect all of their businesses, and based on that, they run their business, right? So let's focus on what exactly the SAP is. SAP is world most used ERP software. ERP softwares are enterprise resource planning, which is used in the big companies because they have so many departments and they want to make sure that when they are running their departments, running their business not only in one city, but in whole countries and in multiple countries, they need some robust softwares which can connect all their departments and which give them the visibility on the sales, on the finance, on the manufacturing, on the procurement. Everything should be linked together. And world's most famous software for this is SAP. But you will also be surprised to hear that all these big companies and even SAP claims that world's 80% revenue passes through the SAP products, right? Still, many of the people who are doing their graduations, even MBA pass out, they look forward to work in these companies, but they don't know what is SAP. So it is important for you to know what is SAP and how it works. Companies, they are spending millions of dollars. They're spending millions of dollars to put SAP base to run SAP, to implement SAP. And it is not only in one sector, SAP reaches across the sectors. You name it, retail, healthcare, FMCG, oil and gas, banking. Everywhere you will find SAP software implemented, running. And that's why it is world's most used. There are various competitors when we talk about integrated software, which provide all the things integrated. That's why it's 9 out of 10 Fortune 500 companies, they depend on SAP. So now SAP is not only a software. SAP is also a career gateway because when some company implement SAP, they need skilled people to run that software. Whenever they need a procurement specialist, whenever they need a finance specialist in accounts payable, assets to manage the assets, or whenever they need managers in the sales, they all want that people should know SAP so that they will be able to better work in the company. It's very simple that, that 10 years ago or 20 years ago when we were applying for the jobs, every company was expecting you a Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. These skills you should be knowing it, right? Now the SLP has injected into the industry that way that when you're looking for even the people who work on the ground, it will be required that the SLP knowledge should be there. And the people who know SLP, those people would be preferred. But it is not at that level. SAP has huge demand because when these big companies implement SAP, it is not like that they're using a Gmail, using a Google Drive, plugin here or there. It's not like that. The implementations are quite complex. Believe me, the one project itself around the globe, if they want to implement SAP, it takes anywhere from 7 to 10 years for a big Fortune 500 company, because they need to implement globally. And the way SAPs keep on changing, bringing all of the new things, there are always people required to make sure the product has been improved and the improvement has been captured by the business. So to do all this work, it has also huge demand of SAP consultant. So this career gateway gives you two opportunities, my dear friends. First, to join any company where you would be working as a SAP, in SAP as an end user, that has a very good market demand. Second, you can work into the companies like Sastrageek Solutions, like IBM, Accenture, Deloitte, where you will be working as a SAP consultant, and you will be working in a projects to help businesses to implement SAP, right? So that is the great opportunity SAP offers. And I'm so surprised when I'm doing the tours into the multiple colleges, many people hear about SAP for first time, right? So SAP is a big gateway and you can start your SAP journey with Sastrageek Solutions. We also have a learning platform by which you can learn SAP, link in the bio.